Alright, 2.5 years and $120 million later, it's finally time that we launch our very first game. We just need a company logo. Shit. Jimmy, you're our art guy. We need a company logo. You gotta... Oh my god, he's dead. Okay, no, that's fine, Mike, I know you're a programmer, but we need a company logo. It's fine, you're freaking out, but it's fine. We'll just go over to the computer, and we'll make a logo. Alright, there we go. Finally, people remember the name of Grin Software. Company logos are a big deal. This is how players will remember who you are. How do you do it, and how do you do it well? Well, our friends at Nintendo are here to show us the ropes. Bam, that's all she wrote. A singular coin sound and the name of the company are all we need to know what we're dealing with. Studio MDHR does a similar thing with Cuphead. A jazzy musical sting sets the tone of these guys oh so perfectly. A good company logo should tell us everything we need to know about the company, the games they make, maybe give us a sampling of what they think is their most defining work. Take Valve for instance. Wait, what is this? What is this? That's the other thing. A good company logo is unique and stylish and, I don't know, memorable? A bad company logo would just take the Marvel film intro and make it your games. Valve for 20 years had a logo that kind of looked like this. You have a strange image of a man with a spigot, or perhaps a valve, in his face while hazardous environments from Half-Life plays. It's a little off-putting, a little jarring, but very stylish and clean, and it immediately gave Valve titles a sense of personality. They were strange, sometimes a little creepy, but in a charming, darkly humorous way, like a man posing stoically with a valve in his head probably would. This was the company that gave us things like the Combustible Lemons rant, an entire game about fighting over gravel, and let you destroy a man's casserole for no good reason before you ever got to end the world. This man set the tone for the whole company. This tells us what they made. It's an appeal to nostalgia. I mean, oh, I know that game, and that game, and that game too. It's not bad. It's just really boring in a disappointing way. I need a second to simmer down. Let's just listen to the old classic Sega logo for a... Jesus. Most games these days skip over the company logo, maybe just having a PNG that fades in and out for a second before dumping you at the title screen. These sorts of things are seen as pointless fluff these days, unfortunately. People just want to play as much game as possible for their time. We don't want to sit through the company logo, the middleware licensing, an intro video, the entirety of King Kong. Nowadays, players want to go from being Fortnite-less to a Royale with cheese or whatever the terminology is in 60 seconds or less. Like, just compare Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. Whoa, what's this? An enticing space adventure? Oh, boy. Oh. Okay, yeah, right. Sure. Cool. Thanks for showing up, Activision. What was cool is when a company would keep the same logo, but have a new animation for each new game. It made the titles feel unique, handcrafted. See this? You want that on every single game you make, Alan? I mean, I guess it works. Throw up some old Sierra logos. They were usually really good about this. There you go. Ah, yes, I get it. This is video games. What the hell are you doing, Piranha Bytes? What is this? My personal, absolute favorite company logo splash screen thing, though, is Grin. Not because it's particularly good, but because it's particularly bad. It's trying so hard to do the Valve software delightfully creepy thing, but it's failing so miserably, just becoming cheap and uncanny in the process. I think it really is the fake film deterioration with the very low quality soundbite of an unseen audience cheering the real's demise. And hey, what screams racing game shooter, side-scrolling action platformer developer better than jazz? Whether they're good, they're bad, they're weird, company logos and splash screens are a moment where developers can put a personal touch on a massive project that tells people who they are. With fewer and fewer games doing something like this, it's becoming clear that these sorts of screens are a dying art. And just because a logo is bad doesn't mean that the company or their games are bad. Artifact is an exception. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, I'd recommend subscribing. Patreon and social media links are in the description.